Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends, enemies, and comrades, I hope you're doing well in this weekend. We're just concluding the weekend, and if you're in Kenya, it's Monday already or something like that. But hey, the breaking news. Well, it's not breaking, but the word on the streets, ladies and gentlemen, the word on the streets, the word on the street is that um Martha Koome, the Supreme Court Justice, the head of the Supreme Court of Kenya, is to be the process of removing her will begin tomorrow. This seems to be the plan. This seems to be what has been planned by the closest Ruto allies. If you hear everyone that's close to Ruto's circle is mentioning this, that Martha Koome will be, the process of removing her will be tomorrow, will start tomorrow. This whole thing, if you want to see the process, what does the Constitution say about removing a Supreme Court justice or a judge of a higher court? Under Article 168, I believe, it spells out how a Supreme Court justice can be removed. In this case, Martha Koome. Before we get started, this will be a brief live. I won't stay here for long because I know it's late in Kenya. It's also, I'm in the middle of stuff, so I won't keep this long. But if you're joining and you're going to join in later, if you're going to watch this on repeat, please, the first order of business, you know what it is. Please don't waste any time. The first order of business is to do what? Is to like the video. And if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead, hurry up and subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends in your political groups, WhatsApp group, and all kind of groups that you guys are involved in politics, Kenyan politics. That's what we discuss here. Now that we've got that underway or out of the way, let's discuss this. Already, a petition was already put in. If you could go look at the Article 168, it says Supreme Court justice can be removed, of course, after a petition has been filed against them, okay, or they're found to be incompetent, or whatever the case is. You can go read the article. It's a kind of a long one. There's a sub-article where you can go see the requirements on how the process takes place, okay? So you can familiarize yourself with how the law works regarding the Chief Justice being removed. Now, here's the thing, though. Since the petition, remember Nelson Harvey and Abdel Nasir, the Grand Mullah, were working to file a petition against Koome. Karibu Q, nice seeing you. Hit that like button just do me a favor, hit that like button. Karibu sana. So, like I said, Abdel Nasir, Grand Mullah, or whatever the case is, and Nelson Harvey were preparing a petition to file against the Supreme Court Justice, Koome, among others. And it seems like tomorrow is when the matter shall be considered. And for that matter to be considered, if that petition is reviewed and is okayed by the JSC, Justice Commission, Justice Service Commission. Now, JSC is the body that deals with disciplinary issues, or if there's an issue with the judge or whatever, JSC, Judicial Service Commission, deals with that. Ironically, the head of Supreme Court is always the head of the JSC. So Martha Koome, obviously, if this is brought against her, she'll have to step down, recuse herself, because she cannot listen to the case that has to do with her, okay? So anyway, what I'm trying to say is this. If they're granted, if the petition that is brought forward by Nasir and others, Nelson Harvey, Martha Koome will have to step down, okay? She will step down to give room for investigation, okay? A commission shall be formed, an investigation committee, whatever the case is. What is it called? What's the name of it? I forgot the name of it. What do you call it? A tribunal, that is. Yes, thank you. Tribunal shall be formed, which consists of the head of National Assembly, which is nani huyu jamaa wa Ford Kenya ambaye amekataa kutoka, among others. Go read the article. It's Article 168 of the Kenyan 2010 Constitution. You'll read it. The process is spelled out for you. You can read it. So if the petition is okay, to go ahead with the petition, Justice Koome shall have to step down, and a tribunal will be formed to investigate the issue. Now, again, since to me, I mean, personally, I think this is a hit job, just like the Gachagua one. So Gachagua was not afforded, time to even defend himself or whatever the case is. They just rushed the process, and before you know it, he was removed as the deputy president. Okay, and I think something similar to this will happen, because the onus will be on the petitioners to prove. The burden of proof is on them to bring this case and prove beyond reasonable doubt that Martha Koome was involved in some kind of corruption, some form of corruption. Okay, so we'll wait and see. But if the petition is it has the green light tomorrow, Martha Koome shall step down as the Supreme Court justice among any other judges that a petition shall be granted or shall have been filed against them. Okay, so that is something that most likely is going to happen, because, like I said, that's why you saw former deputy president, that is Rigathi Gachagua, was really spitting fire earlier today. Again, he amped the ante. Okay, alianza kuleta joto juu, the political temperatures by, of course, he was talking about the Merus, how the Meruans, okay, have been mistreated by this president. And I guess Martha Koome is from Meru, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe she's from the area. But Rigathi Gachagua basically said, if Martha Koome is removed from her chair, Rigathi Gachagua shall get the youth to head on the streets, and they shall have a mass protest. Okay? Wataenda maandamano, okay? If Martha Koome shall be removed from that chair. So there's an event that's going to happen tomorrow, which is today in Kenyan time. It's already midnight there, past midnight, whatever the case is. So we'll wait to see how it transpires. Of course, it's not daytime. Saa mbili haijafika asubuhi. So we are waiting to see. And coincidentally, also, Martha Karua now will be in Maisha Radio to talk about whatever she's talking about. Wamunyoro also will be, I think, in TV 47, one of those TV stations, talking about the going-ons. And I'm also assuming he will also be talking about the Martha Koome situation, because, like I said, there's so many hints that have been dropped. Like I said, Abdel Nasser has been posting, and about this whole Martha Koome being removed from her chair as the Chief Supreme Court Justice. He has hinted this. There was a lady who was speaking in central Kenya today. I forgot her name. One of the closest Ruto's ally. She also kind of implied that Martha Koome shall be removed tomorrow, which is today, on Monday, removed from her chair. The process, at least, like I said, if the petition gets a green light, Martha Koome shall have to step down so that a tribunal is formed and the matter is investigated. And if they find that, yes, Martha Koome and these judges are guilty, they shall cease to be Supreme Court justices, okay? So we are waiting to see what will happen. And like I mentioned, the reason why I strongly believe this might be true and it will start tomorrow is because, of course, Gachagua has some intel of some kind, and that's why he talked and highlighted about Merus and Koome and all this stuff. But the bigger point I want to mention is this, and I want to pose this question to you, every Kenyan that's listening to this and who is going to listen to this later, is this. Don't you find it very funny? Not funny as in ha 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 funny, but don't you find it unusual that all of a sudden everyone is like these two political coalition affiliates, okay? One that is associated with the Wamunyoro side, with the Central Province, and the other with the ruling party and Raila Odinga and all this stuff. Don't you find it funny that all of a sudden they've amped up, upped the ante as far as the tribal politics. Iyo kabila, You know, Gaucho was somewhere in Nairobi saying that, oh, we shall not join you Kikuyus in protest. Sijui nini, hata unga ikienda 500 shillings, tutanunua. I mean, he's spewing all this tribal stuff. Oh, sisi wajaluo, sijui nini, tuko kwa ninio. You see that? Then I think Aaron Cheriot was being posted by someone where he was bragging and saying, oh, sisi wa Kalenjin, we are not like Luos who throw stones. We can actually have this country, bring it down to a standstill. You can see all this tribal stuff that's really building up. The close people who are so-called pro-government, pro-Ruto, are really speaking about this ukabila, the Kalomas, the usual suspects, okay? And then on the other side, don't be fooled by Gachagua. Gachagua knows what he's doing. He's doing it in a more subtle way by trying to position himself as the biggest defender of the Murima, okay, Mount Kenya, but he's just as tribalist as anybody else. He's playing into this, and I mentioned this in my previous video, telling you that they have to try to amp up the ante as far as the tribal division, because they understand that Kenyan historically, we are always tribal, we are divided along tribal lines, and that's the most emotive issue, tribalism. So they are playing into that. They are the level of demagoguery in this political space is heightened in order to force you to either be with this Wamunyoro, Martha Karua, Kalonzo faction, or fall into the other pro-president, Raila Odinga, Luo Nyanza, ODM, Azimio folks, okay? They are doing that, okay? Have united on two fronts. Yes, just like Q is saying, yes, it's obvious political elites have united on two fronts, but they all have the same agenda against Gen Zote. Absolutely, absolutely. Right on. You've hit it on the head. Right on. Yes, they are doing this to suppress the whole Gen Z movement, which was actually the biggest threat to them. So that's why they're doing it. But like I said, we have to you know, just ask yourself of these past few days, especially right after Raila Odinga, you know, lost whatever, you know, these guys are really making it they are really pushing it on the media, and the media is also culpable in this, okay? They're really pushing it. They're giving Gaucho time of the day. They're giving the Kalomas time of the day. You can see them. There's a guy, also a Kalenjin guy, who just he's a blogger, and he wrote on X saying that how dare Gachagua jaribu kutisha our Kalenjin warrior, sisi hata atushtishi, hata Mungu atutishi. I mean, you can see this vitriol, this tribal vitriol is kind of being ramped up. They want to really make it the point of focus. They want to make people divide people along tribal lines. They're really working hard to do this. They're using the Gauchos, they're using the Oscar Sudi, they're using the Gachagua, they're using, especially now that this Martha Koome issue will start tomorrow. They want to greatly politicize this and ethnicize the issue and deepen the tribal divide, okay? Heighten the temperature, the political temperature, and make tribes, you know, our tribal difference be the highlight, the issue, the main issue. They're really doing that because they're preparing you. They want you to actually take a side and build up this emotion, whip up emotion using the tribe, okay? This is what they're doing right now. Just pay attention, especially once it will be announced that Martha Koome has stepped down as the Chief Justice pending investigation. You shall see this will be the common thing now. It will be a huge fight. And that's why you see Martha Karua and Gachagua, Rigathi Gachagua, non-tribalist chauvinists, okay, non-tribalists from Mount Kenya, who will be working on one side to make it a tribal thing, which it is to some extent. To some extent, it's not, but it will be made an issue. Then on the other side, the well-known tribalists, the Kalomas, the imbeciles like Gaucho, Robert Alai, among others, Cape Korir, they will make it anti-Mount Kenya issue, okay? They will be pointing at Mount Kenya as being rabble rousers, the problem of Kenya. You know, this is what they're trying to do. So they're using all these mouthpieces on the other one side and the other side to actually heighten political temperatures along tribal lines, okay? That is the trick, and do not fall for it, ladies and gentlemen. We are Kenyans, we are united, and we should remind them that the Kenyan constitution is what we stand by. Even if they want to take out Koome, let them table the evidence that suggests that there is a kind of evidence of bribery or juris pesa, as they want to claim, okay? Let us not fall into, oh, Martha Koome is being removed because she's a Embu, or she's a Meru, or she's a Kikuyu, or she comes from Murima, okay? I know the charges that are being leveled against her are probably bogus, and they will kind of do the same thing they did with Gachagua. I mean, Gachagua was removed unconstitutionally, regardless of whether he's a tribalist or whatever, but being a tribalist is not a reason to remove him as a deputy president. There was nothing in the article of the constitution that suggested that Gachagua did wrong and deserved to be removed as the deputy president. Okay, they just used trumped up charges saying that he's corrupt and he did this, and the third, and they removed him. And I believe that is the same thing they shall do with Martha Koome. Remember, everything in Kenya, before it happens, it usually starts as a rumor. Okay, they gave us the rumor that they're planning on impeaching Gachagua, and they did impeach Gachagua. Now they gave us a rumor that they're trying to make Sholei the Supreme Court justice, and they're planning on removing Koome, and now it's about to become fruition. Okay, already go read Abdel Nasir's tweet, and you'll find what I'm saying. All these things are interrelated. That's why you see tomorrow Martha Karua will be having will be in a platform. They will give her a public platform along with Gachagua, the Wamunyoro, whatever they call it, Wamunyoro something. Okay, they'll give these two non-tribalists from Central Province. They'll give them a new platform to spew their tribal agenda. Okay, then on the other side, you'll see they will bring the likes of Kaluma and Gauchos and the others non-tribal dandaheads from Nyanza province or Western to counter what Wamunyoro and Martha Karua are saying, in order to create this two divide and bring the country into heightened political state. Okay, so that's what they're doing from both sides. All right, and their directors, the people who have sent them there, is none other than Raila Odinga, Ruto, Uhuru Kenyatta, and Wamalo and Kalonzo. Okay, so this is the game plan they're trying to do. So stay tuned, as tomorrow you shall see if Martha Koome, the Supreme Court Justice, steps down. You will see the reaction. It will be the biggest news tomorrow, and you will see the reaction will be more tribal than anything. It will be so tribal, and you'll hear the Abdel Nasirs and the Nelson Harvey pretending that all these people are. I mean, these guys. Anyway, I won't even go further than that, because like I said, I don't want to make this video long. I just wanted to bring you guys into Ninio. Like you can see, the closest people to Ruto are hinting that tomorrow will be the day that they start the process of removing Martha Koome. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends, enemies, and comrades, my name is Kenya Revolutionary. Please like the video if you're going to watch it or repeat, and let's stay vigilant. Let's see what happens tomorrow, as I will be here with you. I will open up the lines. Laban Masian is telling me Kenya is good. I'm glad to hear that. Tomorrow I'll be here. I'll be opening the lines so everyone can actually have an opportunity to give their views tomorrow. So for now, I'll just leave it as that. Let's wait and see this Martha Koome things. Today, she's supposed to be, the process of removing her is is what is supposed to transpire today. So let's wait and see what happens. Okay. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, please go ahead and like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Thank you, Q. Thank you, Messiani, and others who are going to watch, who are watching on the background, who are watching secretly, who are going to watch later. Just a quick reminder, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel and put your notification on, because tomorrow I will come in live and talk about Martha Koome more as it relates to what Gachagua is saying and spewing out, and others. Okay, thank you so much, guys. I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys later. Bye, and peace and blessings.